Hey peeps, how are you? How are those babies? How's everything going? I am back making another video starring my handy dandy. But I feel like it's time to kind of give an update, to give a what's up, what's going on with you, Tea Simone, what's tea? Well, since our last convo, I have completed some of the BSU events. And I have found out very, very fast that planning sets the stage for the production and pre-production to go very, very much smoothly, whatever the word. I spent a lot of time planning and prepping, and I'm kind of still in those phases for Friday's event, which is really dope. But everything has been everything. I made some great connections, some resources, empowered people. It's always felt good. Of course, that's the goal. That's what I do it for. So I'm an empowerment coach, though. You know. So work is work. Work is great. However, I'm feeling a little more vulnerable. I guess that's why I'm a little more hesitant to even talk to you guys. You know what I mean? This is the side of me or the part of me that I don't show. Especially on camera. Wait, I'll talk to my people, but. But I guess I'm feeling like I'm growing. And what it really is kind of me facing my own BS, and it's, I don't know, sometimes gut wrenching. Sometimes it feels like the universe in your mind. You know what I mean? When you think about yourself and all that you've done, all that you're good, you're bad, you're ugly. You know what I'm saying? Just your truth. And sometimes it can be overwhelming. Because in your truth, in telling your truth, you also have to be real with yourself. You have to face your, oh, I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm not going to think about that right now. You have to face those moments in order to really get to your truth and move from an authentic, truthful place. You know what I'm saying? That can be in relationships. That can be in mothering. That can just be in you being you, the person. And that's kind of where the stem of it all kind of lies, is you being you as a person. When it's time to face your truth of who you are and what you want out of life, no matter how it may feel, look, think about, despite anybody else, anything else, just you being true to you. When you're facing those moments where you was on some bullshit, you could have done better, you not only hurting you, sometimes you hurting other people in your own selfishness. When you have to face those moments, bro, you can, man. And when it opens up, it's hard to turn it off. You know what I mean? And in those moments when you want to turn it off, it's like, no, face yourself. Face you. Yeah, because somebody else got to face you and all that bull and all your ugliness and all your ways and all your selfishness or all your desires for self. Not saying that that's wrong, but sometimes when you're doing it at the cost of other people, you have to sometimes then okay, hold on, wait a minute. What is that really costing them? What am I doing to other people? If they found out, how would they feel? And you knowing that truth, knowing if they found out, their world could be crushed. They could be really traumatized and messed up because of you. And when you face that truth, it's very gut-wrenching, And that's male, woman, men, girl, boy, whatever you are. You can really hurt somebody really, really deep. And now them having to go to therapy, them having to deal with the traumas of life and get through things, it's because of you. And most times, it's because you weren't being true to you, to them, to the situation. And I know sometimes a lot of people well, I ain't do it because I ain't want to hurt nobody, or I ain't want to start no mess, or I ain't want to do no confusion. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I could just ride it out. You may think you're riding it out, but your energy, your tone, the way you move, the way you think, and if they really, really rock with you, the way you feel, just being around you. It's telling it all, beloved. It's telling everything. So they have to sit with you, knowing you not being real with you, but watching you try to be copacetic and act like it's all gravy when both of you know deep down inside it really ain't there. What does that do to a person? You and others. When you sit down and you say, what am I doing? For real. Whether it's in work, career-wise, just the way you carry yourself, whatever aspect you want to start at. Because you got to look at all of them, all of you, all of your pieces. My finances, what am I doing? Parenting, what am I doing? Me, for my person, what am I doing? Me for this relationship, what am I doing? What am I doing? When you sit with that thought, your mind is unless you're already being truthful to yourself. If you know you're moving in an honest way, if somebody calls you on something and you know what I'm saying, it's like, cool, whatever. If you know you're moving authentic, then what am I doing? It's cool. I'm doing me. I'm doing right. I'm doing good by people. I'm serving people. I'm loving who I want to love in an authentic way, wholeheartedly, fully. I'm being a mother, a father to my children, the best I know how, authentically. You know? What are you doing? And this is me talking to me. I'm not holding you. I'm not acting like, you know what I'm saying? It's just me talking to you, preaching to the choir. Nah, bro. This is me talking to me too. Because I'm very much a person that's kind of not to be rude about it or egotistical even or even like a menace, but I do what I want. That is my mentality. I do what I want. And that's in everything, you know what I mean? Like even in business or work related. I want to do a news anchor, sure, but I want to do it how I want to do it. I do what I want. You know? And I'm sitting with myself, like sometimes that helps me, sometimes that hinders me, because it also can sometimes make me very stubborn, make me very like standoffish, very kind of isolated in my thought pattern, because this is my life with my God, my beliefs, my moral compass, me and my God. And it kind of shuts me off to other perspectives, other thought patterns, other, you know what I mean? Just as a balance, maybe I just need to hear. It doesn't necessarily mean I have to take it and use it, and that's what I go through in life with what someone else says, but sometimes being open to hearing what someone else may have to say, because people see you differently sometimes than you see yourself, good and bad, you know? Sometimes people can see the good in you and that potential in you, or something you might not be thinking about yourself. They see that in you, but if you're so focused and stuck on this has to go my way according to my plan, what God told me, this is it. How you know God ain't sent a messenger to tell you something? But you're so focused on what you think and what you know. Damn what anybody else got to say. You know, I was very much, I can't even say was, a part of me still is very much in my own world, my own bubble, my own atmosphere, my own universe. It was very, I do what I want. And I don't know, maybe sometimes I should just kind of think about it, you know, not to say I'm going to totally stray away from that, because I have gained some amazing lessons along the way, and I've shown myself how strong I can be, and how creative even I can be, and how thoughtful and bold I can be by following my heart and following what, you know, steps I feel like God has ordered my steps, you know what I mean? So in a way, I don't know if it's kind of fight or flight, or if it's kind of a defense mechanism, abandonment issues, all the things. Still unpacking, people. Therapy's great. But I'm, you know what I mean? And this isn't even therapy. It's just me kind of realizing and thinking about myself. Because one thing about it, two things for sure. I am very self-aware. I like to be self-aware. I like to call me on my bullshit. I like to pat myself on the back when I've done a great job. I like to realize when something that might not be working for you no more, girl. And the older I get, some of the ways that I've had or have, I'm like, getting too old for that shit. Tighten up, you know? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my bullshit. Be okay owning the parts of you that might be a little messed up or a little need some work or whatever. Or maybe you just don't rock with that part no more. Be cool with that. You're not gonna go to jail. Nobody gonna arrest you. Nobody gonna fight you down. So there's no point of hiding it or putting on a show for other people or trying so hard to cover that up. You forget to even deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Be cool with who you are, you know? And I'm cool with that. But I'm also like, okay, Diva, what? You willing to change a little bit? You willing to, you know what I'm saying? Shake some things loose and let it go and move up and elevate, because as my life grows and as things elevate, whether it's in business or career-wise or whatever, I'm realizing how the old skin sheds, you know? I've lately been feeling very convicted. God will convict you. And you just feel it all through your body. Your stomach start to turn. Your throat is on your mind, where you know that you know. I've been having a lot of those moments. And those are like growing pains. Those are like, all right, it's evident. You feel it. You know it. You sense it. You know what I'm saying? And when it happens or when you do it, you just, you want to shake it loose. You want to try and forget about it or, throw it in the wind. No, those are convicting moments, and those moments are what you use to grow yourself, to feel where you don't feel good about yourself. And what are you going to do about it? And those are the moments I'm having now as I'm elevating in business and doing things on a bigger scale and having a more brave kind of demeanor about myself. It's actually really cool and eye-opening to, like, you know, oh shit. That's how you feeling sometimes, like, I've been saying a lot more. I've been, you know, kind of like, I don't want to say stern, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't taking it. Standing on business, y'all. That's what it is. Standing on business. I'm very much a very chill type of person. Until you get my timing wrong, I don't really get into whatever. You know, it can be like, say, in class, a group project. We have to vote on something. Or, you know, who's going to do this? I'm not one to, I have to do this, or I want to do that. Let's do this, or I'm cool. Whatever y'all choose, I'm going to rock with it. Whatever way it go, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm very much that person. But now, as I've been moving and doing my own kind of business things and what I'm doing has a bigger impact. So I need this to go a certain way, or I'm doing this because of something outside of that. I'm very stern in those decisions. Like, nah. This is how it's going. This is what I'm rocking with. This is how it's rolling. You know what I mean? XYZ. Not to be mean about it or like pushy or anything, but I'm very much more purpose driven, and I mean what I say because I've thought about this. I've researched this. Not that I haven't in the past, but it's just a bigger totem pole. It's a higher bracket where it's outside of myself, really. And that's a different kind of feeling. It makes me have to be a different type of person, you know? And sometimes it's growing pains, and sometimes it's like, heck yeah, go D, you know, I don't know. But all in all, it makes me also feel like just open and vulnerable, and I could feel God. I feel the Holy Spirit on me, around me, anointing me, touching me, guiding me, leading me, stewarding my thoughts, my life, my journey. And it makes me very cautious about who I'm around, what energies I'm around, what people I'm around, because I'm in a vulnerable state. I'm almost in an infant state in some kind of weird way. I don't even know, you know what I mean? But I just feel open in a sense of I don't want too much of anything around me that doesn't really support me or have my best interests at heart, or, you know what I mean? Like, I can feel the energies that are draining, where I once would be like, oh, okay, it's fine. This person has an agenda. I already know it, but I'll just, you know what I mean? Push it to the back of my brain and do whatever, help however I can, and not worry about it. Now, get somebody else to do it. I genuinely don't have the time. I can't spend my time doing things that I know don't really serve me, don't really have my best interest at heart. And that's people, places, things, whatever, you know? I don't want to say it like that, but I'm just, I don't care. I do not care. I don't have the capacity. I don't have the space. To make you feel better about me? Nah. Or to conform myself or make myself fit in to make you feel better? Keep it. Just totally keep it. I don't care who you are, what it is, what, none of the whoop-de-woo. Keep it. And you going on about your business. Have a good life. I wish you well, wholeheartedly wish you well. But get on up out of here. If you don't see my goodness, if you don't see my value, if you don't see the person that I